Great. Welcome everyone to this webinar. As you already saw, beautiful Switzerland, and I hope that already got you a little bit in the mood. Maybe it will be you studying there next year, who knows? My name is Luc Mulling. I am the moderator of today's webinar, and we have a great lineup of speakers, 3 to be exact, and we'll go over them in a minute. But before we do that, I'm going to briefly show you a little bit of the options that you have at your fingertips. I actually saw already some people found those options, some of them at least. First of all, indeed, you can say hello through the chat. You can say maybe where you're from, so that would be great to see as well. Also, you have the option to ask questions, of course. So at the right bottom, you see the panel questions. There you can write your questions at any time, and we will be answering them at the end. Now, for the people that are watching the recording, you can also do that. So you can still write your questions, even if you're watching a recording. Of course, we cannot answer them live now, but we will be sending them through to the staff of the Franklin University, so they can come back to you probably by email. Also, we have polls for you. We will opening up a couple of polling questions, basically to get some feedback from you, get to know you a little bit better, another way of interacting. So we've just asked, already opened a question that you see on the screen there. Have you ever been to Switzerland? So let us know. We'd like to get a little bit of an idea. And last but not least, we have emoticons, just a little fun part. So you can indeed react to us. That's the one. So give us some reaction if you like something or not, or not. But we hope to get positive ones, of course. So you can interact in that way as well. All right. Well, without further ado, we are going to start off with presenting the presenters to us, and we have, as mentioned, these 3 ladies with us, and we're going to start off with Tiziana, and she will introduce herself and her team.
Thank you for the great introduction. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening to wherever you are located. My name is Tiziana, and I'm the Assistant Dean of Graduate Programs here at Franklin University, Switzerland. It is a great pleasure for me to be here today with my colleague Sarah and one of our current students, a great student ambassador, Carmen, and we'll be happy to take you on a journey and learn more about our institution and our programs. So I'll pass the floor now to Carmen.
Hi, everyone. My name is Carmen Brodnax. I am a current student here, finishing up my master's in international management and responsible management and climate action. And I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, in the United States.
Hi, everybody, or ciao, as we are in the Italian part of Switzerland. I'm Sara Diviani, the admission counselor, and I will be helping you through all the process from admission to coming here in person, hopefully very soon. I'm half Swiss, half Italian, and I was born in Lugano, so I will be able to help you with everything you need to know about this beautiful city. So why is Switzerland? Why would you like to come to Switzerland? Of course, we have the best chocolate in the world, we have a lot of cheese, we are neutral, we have the most beautiful sceneries in the world, but that's not everything we have. I mean, we are a very small country, it's about a bit more than 8 million people. The Italian part of Switzerland where we are located is only 300,000 people, so it's not big, but it's very international. So you will find every kind of nationality. Everybody speaks a little bit of English. It would be great if you can integrate and try to learn some Italian. People really appreciate and they're very open. We are in Lugano. So Lugano is, as we said earlier, is in the Italian part of Switzerland. We are about 1 hour from Milan. And it's very easy to cross the border. You can go to Italy for shopping, to have a dinner. We are about 2 hours away from Zurich. And I would say, 5 hours away from Geneva if you go by train. So from where we are, you can really reach everywhere in Switzerland on a day trip. So it's great. You can go from mountains to lakes. You can go skiing. You can go on the lake to have swimming. It's really a country where you can do everything you like. So about Franklin. If you come to Franklin, your degree will have a double accreditation, both in Switzerland and the US. And we also recognized by the Chinese Ministry of Education as an accredited university in China. Our classroom, the number you see here, they are related to our undergraduate students as well, because our classes usually are about between 15 and 20 students. We like to keep the numbers small because we really love the personal contact. Now I think I will leave the place to Tiziana so she can tell you more about the master, and then I will talk to you again later.
Thank you very much, Sarah, for the key introduction about Franklin and Switzerland. So we go to the next slide. As you can see here, we offer 2 main master programs. So one is the Master of Arts in Responsible Arts Management and Cultural Heritage, and the other is the Master of Science in International Management. And we have 2 emphases for this master program. One is the one in which Carmen is enrolled in, the Responsible Management and Climate Action concentration, and the other is in Digital Transformation. So all the programs are taught in English, although we are located in the Italian side of Switzerland. So around Lugano and here in Ticino, the local language you will hear is Italian. But on campus, the community is very international with over 60 different nationalities, and English is the main language we use to communicate and also as the language of teaching here. And for full-time students, the program is a 1-year program with 2 main intakes. In a full semester, for the full semester, that will start around the mid of August. And for the spring intake, it will be around the beginning of January. And as Sarah briefly mentioned before, our class size for the master program is between 15 to 20 students, which allow us to give a very personalized approach to each student according to their needs, interests, and future goals and objectives. And the accreditation, again, now we are accredited both in the United States and here locally in Switzerland. So you can read from the title of this slide. So the program is built with employers for future business leaders. You will learn from Franklin faculty members, visiting experts, but as well from each other, from different peers and colleagues. And the program will provide you the opportunity to acquire knowledge, but as well to develop the professional skills to get the career you deserve. And you will collaborate with faculty members and professionals, both in Switzerland, but as well international, allowing you to graduate with a very strong skill set, first-hand experience and connection to help you to further develop a broad array of career opportunities. So here you can see some of the key partners we work with. So from UN organizations such as UNITAR to one of the big 4 consulting firms such as Deloitte. But we'll talk about this a bit later in details. So now we will give you more details for each different and we will start with the responsible management and climate action for the Master of Science in International Management. So as you can read here, this is created in partnership with UNITAR, United Nations Institute for Training and Research. So this program will help you to have opportunity to acquire, again, the knowledge that you will need to address global issues and climate change. And it has been created to help students to work with organizations worldwide that are engaged in dealing with realities addressing climate change. So you will experience transforming environmental goals into functional solutions through practical projects and strategies. And Carmen, who introduced herself before, she's one of the students in this program. And just before the webinar today, actually, she was in a meeting with her team and some other partners from the UN organization UNITAR to talk about more in details for a kickoff regarding her project for the next component of the program for the summer semester for her internship. So Carmen, actually, I would like to call you in now if you would like to give us some more information about what's it expecting you and the team for the next semester with the UN project.
All right, thank you, Tiziana. So yes, you will get the opportunity to work with the UN and specifically different groups within the UN, depending on a topic that you and a team, so any other of your classmates can come up with. And from there, you'll be able to meet periodically or as often as needed throughout your 6 weeks and discuss, collaborate, and really Project Finite for a presentation at the end. So we have just recently started this and it's quite exciting. Our kickoff meeting today was wonderful. I'm actually kind of excited for our next meeting. We've already started getting emails on what we're going to do next, and no spoilers, but it's kind of exciting, especially when you are partnered up with another group within the UN and you get to really be hands-on with creating something or contributing to different projects that they have. Okay, back to you, Tiziana.
Thank you very much, Carmen. So we will go now to the other concentration for the Master of Science, which is in digital transformation. So this program will allow you to gain again some knowledge, skills, and competencies to work in the digital transformation space. And students will have the opportunity to collaborate directly with people from multiple backgrounds, apply systematic thinking to business and organizational solution. And there's also a component for students in digital transformation to travel to South Korea for a boot camp. And during this visit, they will be able to visit some of the big international tech giants such as LG Electronics, Samsung, and Hyundai. And we do also have a partnership with one of the university in Seoul, Assist University, through which our students will be able to get to some seminars as well from their faculty members and professionals in the field on site. And also on top of this, students who complete this master program in digital transformation will also have a great opportunity to apply for an internship with one of the big 4 consulting firms. And this is a great opportunity and challenge as well, and achieve all the knowledge and put them in practice as well after they have completed the whole session. Last but not least is our Master of Arts in Responsible Art Management and Cultural Heritage. And this is created with the partnership we have with SDR Bocconi School of Management, which is for those who are not aware of this university, one of the leading university as well in Europe in business and management. So with this program, students have a series of master classes on different topics such as ethics in art management or museum management, media and communication in arts, but as well a very exciting travel agenda through different countries. And actually, at the moment, our current students in this program are in India, and they have left Switzerland almost a month ago. They've been to different cities, starting from Mumbai. They traveled to Hampi, Jaipur, Bangalore, and they are now in New Delhi, which will be their last destination in India. So this program actually gives them the opportunity to learn on site and have seminars conducted by faculty professional from the ST Abu Koni Asia Center, but as well very interesting visits, cultural visits to sites such as the Royal Opera House in Mumbai or the Taj Mahal, but as well Bollywood. So I'm just mentioning a few of the most exciting activities that they have done so far. And they will be returning to Switzerland next week, but the journey will continue in Italy, where they will stop in Milan and Venice also as part of their program. And this is the program structure and overview of the program. So as you can read here, the program has a total of 45 credits. So with a starting date for those coming in fall in August until June. So for example, Carmen, she's almost at the end of her program. So now she's just going through a bit of the last components of the spring semester and finishing with the internship project with UNITAR during the summer session from now until end of June. And what happens before all this is the fall semester common core course, all in the same common core. So no matter if you're in the climate action concentration or digital transformation or the Master of Arts, you will be doing all the common courses together from late August until around end of January. And here you can see the similar classes and the courses of the common core component students will be doing during the fall semester. So you can read some of very interesting, exciting names of courses, such as from very general, traditional, international business economics course to innovation and design thinking, or talking having courses led directly by a responsible person from the UNITAR, which is a global issues and responsible leadership. And giving more details about the different programs and different concentration structure, you can see, as I said before, the fall semester is pretty much the same for all students, no matter which concentration program you are in. The spring semester will require students to learn more on an independent basis, so they will have some online courses that they will do through, for example, the platform we give them access to, which is Coursera, and as well some seminars organized by the institution. We have, for example, organized for students in digital transformation a seminar on cybersecurity, or for all the students, but mainly with a focus for those in climate action, a seminar with an ambassador of Switzerland at the moment with a mission in Rome in Italy around the sustainable financing. And other seminars are related to those in the art program, also as well with full-time staff member of Franklin University, Switzerland. And the summer semester is where the main changes happen with different projects and internship opportunities for the students depending on their areas of interest. So here you can read the opportunities for those in digital transformation. So with, for example, the association locally as well in Lugano with the Comune of Lugano or Lugano Living Lab. And we discussed before, we mentioned before about the students in the art program with all the program scheduled for them with ST Abu Koni. Great, so we had talked about the internship opportunities, but it is not actually getting to an end, as what happens at the end of the program will be really key for our students to really start in fall, thinking about what the next career journey will be. And we have actually, as you can see here from the slides, a wide variety of different partners through which students will be able as well to get contacts and the right networking opportunity for them to further develop the next journey through their career. And I will again call back Carmen here, if she can share with us a bit more information and tell us actually what's her plans for after graduation, after completing the summer component here with us.
All right, thank you. So, as Tiziana has mentioned, you have lots of opportunities to meet lots of different people, doors to doing something that you could really be interested in. I had the wonderful opportunity to actually work with one of my professors in project management. So starting in June, we'll be working together on a project with the company that she also works for, and it'll be a 3-month internship, which is amazing. It'll be within project management, which is something that I'm interested in, and it'll be with kind of like in sustainability with fintech. So for me, that's new territory, and I'm extremely excited about it. And my professor has been extremely supportive through this whole piece. So you will get those types of opportunities. I've also had the opportunity to meet with different people from Deloitte and speak with them. There are so many people you will meet and so many interests that you could develop. So you have options and you can make the choice whenever you're ready during the time that you have to take those opportunities. So yes, don't feel like you are limited to only looking at one path. You can have multiple paths to choose from, and you can take whichever one suits you.
Thank you, Carmen. And obviously, we talk about our country. We're located, Switzerland. Sarah shared at the beginning some of the, I think, benefits or the key selling points, we can use this word, about Switzerland and life in Lugano. So, Sarah, you are from here, you're local, from Ticino, and Carmen and myself, we have, I think, moved to Switzerland, to Lugano specifically, for almost a year now. So if you can share with us maybe your life in Lugano or life around the campus, although you're not really on site as a resident student. How is life for you in Lugano so far?
So life for me in Lugano is, quite frankly, beautiful. So I originally started off campus, but close to the school so that I could really be relaxed, kind of slowly integrate myself into the city and also focus on my classes. So once I felt really comfortable, I moved from up on the hill where the school is and down into the city. So now I'm literally downtown. I go walking along the lake about maybe once or twice a week. There's lots of food everywhere. It's great, but you can walk it off, trust me. So eat as much as you want and then walk it off. The bus system is amazing. So if you don't really feel like walking that day, take a break, take the bus. Italy is very close by. You can pretty much take the train into Italy and it takes you like 30 minutes and you can eat there or go shopping, as Tiziana originally mentioned. Things are quite easygoing, so people are very friendly. I am learning Italian, so people kind of work with me. They're like, oh, no, it's this word. Or they'll say, oh, that's okay. If you want, we can do it in English if it helps you really explain. And it's been a good balance for me. So I would say definitely don't feel afraid at all to try speaking, but also don't feel like you have to be quiet at any point. People will understand you and they're very friendly and they'll help you out. So long story short, I loved it.
Thank you very much, Carmen. And for students, actually, for you to know, we offer the possibility to live on campus or off campus as well, as Carmen is doing for this year. And there's possibility to stay in one of our residences here near the campus, which is closer actually to the station in Lugano. And that will allow you to, as Carmen really nicely said, move around either Lugano or to travel to Europe. To Milan is only 1.5 hours by train, or to Zurich 2 hours, and you'll be able to travel to any other city very closely in Europe. And there are a lot of opportunities, activities, events organized for the students by our colleagues in the Office of Student Life. So you will be able to access, for example, to the university calendar, and there you'll see a lot of different activity events organized both by the institution, but as well by the Students Association or different students. Great. So, yeah, so here are some of the very exciting and interesting job titles from our alumni. And our program has been running since almost 10 years now. But I can see students after graduating from Franklin University, they have the possibility and found a different position in different companies as well. So now I remember of a student, I haven't actually met her as I joined only in August, but I heard a lot from my colleagues and Sarah, who actually did an internship with the Swiss Federation in Rome on a project around food system. And actually, after her internship, she managed to return to the Swiss Federation in Rome, and she is now an official employee and member of the team working on different projects. Great. So we have shared, I think, quite a lot of information about the programs. Now I think it comes to the interesting part on how actually to proceed in case you're interested in joining Franklin. So Sarah, the floor is yours.
So it's back to me. And how can you come and study with us? It's very easy. You need to go on our website. There will be the explanation of all our programs, so you can find more information about the course and what you could expect. Then you just need to click apply, and you will start an application. The main things that we need from you are your curriculum, 2 recommendations, the transcript from your bachelor degree, a copy of your passport, and a personal statement where you tell us why you would love to do our program and why you would like to come to Franklin. Once we have all the documents from you, we will review your application, set up an interview. You will get an interview with the program director, and then after that, if things goes well, you will get admission offer. From that point, if you accept our offer, there will be the deposit to be paid in order then to unlock all the information about your visa, because we will need to do, you will need a student visa if you're not from Europe. Okay, about the cost, because we didn't touch the cost now, but until now. So the tuition for all our master is 25,000 Swiss francs per year. You need to think about more or less 12,000, 13,000 Swiss francs for housing cost. That is more or less the same if you live off campus. If you live off campus and you are willing to share a room with other students, maybe from another university in Lugano, it could cost you a little bit less. If not, it could cost you a little bit more. Another important thing that you need to think about is health insurance. Health insurance is compulsory in Switzerland, so you need to have it. We will sort it out for you through the university, and the cost depends on age as well, but it will be a maximum of 2,000 Swiss francs per year. We can offer you a meal plan where you can take your meal at the cafeteria or at the grotto of the university, but as Carmen said, we have plenty of opportunities. The food is amazing here. You can eat in town, you can go shopping, cook your own food. That is always cheaper, so you can save a little bit of money. There will be the cost of academic travel depending on the program you're following. So we estimate that the cost will be between 3,000 and 5,000 Swiss francs, depending on what's happening. As our program are always improving and changing because they are adapting to what's going on in the world, we really don't know, but it will never be more than 5,000 Swiss francs. And that is for the Master of Arts because they have a big trip on the second part of the program. Other expenses, this is an estimation, is about, what you would spend if you live abroad. So that's a little bit up to you and how you're used, what's your lifestyle. There are some scholarship available. Just make sure you request them during your application or during your chat with me, so we can make sure that we explain you how to get them or what you need to have in order to receive them. And that's it. So from all of us, thank you for listening. We really hope you enjoyed this presentation. You will be working with, if you're coming, you will be here with me and Tiziana. And Carmen, unfortunately, she will not be here next year, and we are going to miss her so much. She was an amazing student, and I think you can feel how she's promoting the program and how happy she is in it.
But hopefully Karma will still be around in Lugano or Switzerland or in Europe, but hopefully closer in Lugano. So if you join us, absolutely, we'll have the opportunity maybe to meet Karma as well in person.
I'm very friendly. They don't bite.
Great. So I think we're ready for some exciting questions, Luke.
Yes, indeed. Well, great to see already. Thanks for the presentations already so far, and also for the people that have joined in from different parts of the world. That is great to see. So a lot of different countries and regions joining, so that's great. We are now going to the questions for people that joined later. Just to mention two things already. First of all, that the session is being recorded, so you can, if you missed it, you can just actually stay on. So if within a minute or two, you can continue, even start watching the beginning, so you have all the information if you missed it. And of course, for the people that are watching the recording, you can still write your questions. So also you can take advantage and do that. Simply click at the right bottom on questions and write them there, and they will be sent through to Franklin University. Probably end up with Tiziana or Sarah, I would assume. So let's indeed go to the questions. We received questions from, so first of all, from Anton. He's from the Ukraine, and he says, English is my primary foreign language. Is there a chance to apply, and on what conditions? Well, I think you went over the requirements, but is there anything else you want to add to that?
I think, yeah, he can for sure apply. Just go on the website, or if he's not sure, he can send me an email and we can have a chat. I can see Anton has another question about a scholarship for Ukraine as well.
Yeah, that's
we don't
right.
have a special scholarship for Ukrainian students. We have other scholarship that we could help him with. So I'm sure we can find a way. Unfortunately, we don't offer fully funded scholarship. That's very important for students to know. But we always try to help them as much as we can.
Okay. So thank you, Sarah. That hopefully answered your question. I will put up in a little bit a couple of links, by the way. First of all, how to apply to Franklin. So I'll put on the link that you can click on directly to find that information. And there you find more information already about the graduate programs. And also I think there's a link on scholarships. So I will be sending that through in a little bit. Next question we received was from Catherine. What is the rate on international students intake?
Should I answer? I'm very happy to do it. I think we are a very international community here at Franklin, including as well, of course, our undergraduate programs community. And we have over 60 different nationalities. And I would say probably over 80% are all international students, and with a small minority of local Swiss students. So students come really from all over the world, from the States or from other European countries nearby, such as Italy, France, Spain, the northern part of Europe, but as well from Africa continent or Asia, the Middle East. So I think it's actually something we want to celebrate here at Franklin, the nationality diversity. So although we are, as I said before briefly, you will hear a lot of course, English as a common language to communicate around the Italian part of Switzerland, but it's also very nice to see sometimes students from different nationalities staying together with the same students of same countries, and to maintain their own culture. And have seen on the student calendar, the activities calendar, students do organize different events. They will have, for example, an Arab evening or a Asian, for example, night as well. So we want to celebrate the diversity of our students and the nationality diversity.
Great. Okay, thank you very much, Tiziana. Hope that answered the question, Catherine. Next question we got is from Michael. When is the admissions open and for which intake?
So admission is always open. We have two intakes. We have a fall one that starts in August, middle of August, and we have a spring one that starts in January. The important things is the time you need to get a visa. So we always say that if you need a student visa, please, please, please apply at least 2 months before, because we need to go through all the bureaucracy. And Swiss immigration needs a lot of bureaucracy, so we need to do it properly. If you are from Europe, you don't need a student visa. You can enroll up to a couple of weeks, I would say 3 weeks before the start of the courses.
Okay. Thank you. Hope that answered that question. In the meantime, also to point out, we have opened polls. I see some of you have already started answering that. So we've been adding some questions throughout the session, just to get some feedback from you. You know, to know a little bit, on your background, if you've been to Switzerland, for example, what you're looking for in a university program, and if you're looking to apply, for when that would be. So it would be great to get your answers again for everybody. So this is not only for the people live, but also the people watching the recording. We'd like to hear from you as well. So you all can participate. So do please let us know a little bit about that. That would be appreciated. Thank you very much. Next question we have, let's see. That was being answered. Question from Munyaratsi, if I say that right. Is it possible to enroll for summer semester?
Yes, it's still possible to enroll for the summer semester. As I said before, we just need to be aware of the visa time to process the visa.
I would say as well, I will ask Sarah if you don't mind. I think for a better experience, we do recommend students probably to start in fall or spring rather than the summer semester, as during the summer semester, this is the last session, last component of the program.
Oh, sorry, Tiziana, yeah, I didn't think it was meaning the summer semester. For me, the intake are only fall and spring, but for some people in Europe, August is summer, so it's always a bit confusing. We cannot start in the summer semester that starts in June. We can only start on the fall semester that starts in August, or the spring semester that starts in January. Thank you, Tiziana, for pointing it out.
Okay, thank you both for adding that. That's very useful. I'm going to share actually the link just to make sure you have that as well, about the application, where you can find the application for the graduate programs. So there you can find more details. You can apply directly, I believe, as well. So there should be finding links. There you go. Nicely blocking myself, so that's great. But if you click on that, it will open up and you can have a look at it for yourself, after the webinar at your own pace, so you find a lot of the information. Okay, next question we have is from Anton. No, Anton, we answered that, I think. Otherwise, let us know, Anton. Ekaterina, how hard is it to secure a job in Switzerland?
That's a difficult question. If you are here on a student visa, you are not allowed to work the first 6 months you're here. Then you could work a few hours a week. The Swiss immigration will ask you to sign a paper where you say that you're not going to stay in Switzerland after your master, and you're not going to work more than what is allowed. Of course, if through the great connection you can have, you find an employer and it's going to help you to get your working visa, that's feasible. It's not so easy. Let's be honest, it's not very easy to then stay in Switzerland. Okay. But you have the door open for everywhere in Europe.
Great. Good to hear. Thank you. And so I think, Andy, that was just answered as well. I believe, does the student visa allow working hours? I think you just answered that. Otherwise, Andy, let us know if there are any other questions. And for everyone, so at this point, there are no further questions, but this is your moment to still ask any questions if you have them. And we have, all these staff, 2 staff members, and Carmen, the current students, here available for you. They made, they made their agenda available and their time for you. So take advantage, I would say. And let me check if there was anything else submitted to the chat. I think we've answered that as well. So Munayaratsi, you missed the beginning. So it is being recorded as mentioned. You can stay on. And I think those were
let us
so
know if
far.
you'd like us to go through more in details on a specific slide if we haven't touched or covered a specific information wanted to hear about. So feel free to let us know. We'll be happy to take you through again or give you more details.
Yep. Okay. Okay, it's good to hear, Andy, that you will enjoy your stay in Switzerland. I hope so for you as well. That's good. And I think if we don't have further questions, we will slowly round off the session. So maybe I'll post one more time also the link that we had. I think we have another link of the contact details. So you can directly contact them. Well, I think it's on the slide actually as well, but here you go. Also through the website. Exactly. There you go. So you can contact any one of the staff members of Franklin University if you need help or have further questions. Good. I'm going to open up the last poll just to know how we did. So it's gonna pop up on your screen. So there we go. Nicely blocking myself and Tiziana in this case. But thanks to let us know how we did. If you found the session useful. And just to get a feedback. You can always chat us, of course, as well, just to let us know a bit on the feedback or if there's anything you wanted to you missed or you wanted to know. So so far I see we're doing good with the feedback we get. So great to see. Thank you. And with that, thanks up for the thumbs up. We are rounding off. I would like to give the last word over to the staff members of Franklin University. Sara, Tiziana, over to one of you.
Thank you very much again for having been here with us today. And thank you, Sarah and Carmen and Luke as well for your part, for giving us so much information about our programs. And for students online, still feel free to get in touch with us. Sarah and I will be happy to schedule a video meeting with you and give you more details or maybe answer any other specific questions you may have. But thank you very much.
I think Tiziana said it all. I'm here to help you, so just don't hesitate to send me an email for any kind of information you need or question you have. And thank you, Carmen, for being such a great student.
Yes, thank you, all of you. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.